In English, especially American English, a lot of the things we say, the phrases we use, come from sports. Now, there are a lot of sports in America, maybe the most popular, American football, basketball, baseball, but there are other sports that are popular too, like boxing, like horse racing. And we have these phrases that come from these sports, but we use them in many other situations that have nothing to do with sports. So, I want to talk about some of those phrases and how we use them with examples. Dropped the ball. Now, many sports have a ball, baseball, basketball, football, and you can drop it. And usually if you drop it, that's a bad thing. You don't want to drop the ball. That's usually a mistake. So if you make a mistake in a situation, doesn't have to be about sports, you can say, oh, I really dropped the ball. I really dropped the ball. Or don't drop the ball. So again, doesn't have to be when you're actually playing sports. You can use it in lots of other situations. You were supposed to bring some questions that you had prepared so that we can really study together before the exam, but you forgot. You dropped the ball. So you can say, sorry, I forgot those questions. I really dropped the ball. I'm really sorry. I won't forget next time. In baseball, basically the main point is to try to hit a ball with a bat that's been thrown by a pitcher. So the pitcher has to try to throw the ball, the baseball, in a way which is difficult to hit. So one of the things he can do is throw the ball and make it go like this. That's called a curveball. The ball curves. So we call that a curveball. Now, because it's difficult to hit, we can use that curveball to talk about other things that are difficult or unexpected. So when you try to control everything in your life, and you think you have everything under control, what happens? Life throws you a curveball. That was a curveball. Something you didn't expect, usually something difficult. You get in a car accident and you have to pay for the damage to your car. For example, that would be a curveball. That might be a curveball that life throws you. And you can use it in lots of other situations. One more baseball example. I have to use a baseball example again because there are a lot of baseball phrases in American English especially. A ballpark is where baseball is played. It's the stadium where baseball is played. It's called a ballpark. And it's very big. And we use ballpark to say a general guess about something. Give me a ballpark guess. That means just give me a general guess. How many people don't have a TV in America? Just a question. It's a very tiny TV, I know. Sorry about that. My tiny TV. How many people don't have a TV in America? I don't know. Just a ballpark guess, I would say 5 million. 5 million people? It's just a ballpark guess. I really don't know. It's just a general guess. I'm not sure. And it could be 2 million or 10 million. I don't know. It's just a guess. Sometimes we say ballpark it. Ballpark it. Give me a very general guess. So let's stop talking about baseball and talk a little bit about boxing. Boxing. So, in boxing, you have different weight classes. Heavyweight, big boxers with a lot of muscle and some fat, weigh a lot, and maybe not fat. And light boxers that don't weigh very much. They can be called lightweights. We use this word, a lightweight, for someone who's maybe not very serious about something or can't do a lot of something. For example, when it comes to drinking, that always means alcohol, by the way. If someone says, do you drink? They're not talking about water. Do you want to have a drink? They're not talking about tea or coffee. If someone says, let's have a drink, or let's get a drink, or do you drink? They're talking about alcohol. Okay. When it comes to drinking, I'm a lightweight. I'm a lightweight. That means I can't drink that much. I can't drink so much. So if you're not really good at something or can't do a lot of something, maybe you're a lightweight. Finally, horse racing. Horse racing is not a super popular sport, but everybody knows about it. Horses race with a jockey on the horse. Well, in horse racing, sometimes the end of the race is really close, and the horses are neck and neck. Neck and neck, that's another phrase. That means they're right beside each other, and you don't know who's going to win. They're neck and neck. Okay? And when it comes to the end, and you're not sure who's going to be the winner, you can say it's down to the wire. Down to the wire. So if you have to do something, finish something before a time, and you are about at that deadline, and you're not sure if you're going to finish it by the deadline or not, say midnight, you can say it's down to the wire. It's down to the wire. I finally finished my school paper last night, but it was really down to the wire. I finished it at 5 a.m. and it was due at 7 a.m. It was down to the wire. All right, so those are some common words and phrases in American English that come from sports. All really, really common. Remember, see you next time. Hey, don't forget to push the red button to subscribe. Also, if you're a serious English learner, I think you'll like my full courses. Click on the link in the description to check them out. Okay,